advisor for Greater Dayton Premier Management. Currently, I am away from my desk. Please leave your name, your number, and the time of day you called, and I will return your call. You may also reach me by email. My email address is dcrawford@gdpm.org. Thanks and have a great day. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Good morning, Miss Crawford. I've been going through all of my paperwork and stuff, and I put it all in chronological order and arranged it. I don't know if you're going to have time to fit me in today, but tomorrow and Wednesday I'm going to be moving all my stuff out into a storage unit so I can be out of here before this unlawful eviction moves forward. I want to discuss with you the contract, and I'm going to show you the notarized affidavits that I sent Annie Roper, and the contracts that are signed with her name on it and stuff like that. I sent her on the 15th of November 2021, I sent her a notarized affidavit from the eviction with Sears Properties out in Drexel, Ohio. And it was the result of the inspection that they did, the annual inspection, and the failure, and the result was me getting evicted in violation of the federal code or federal regulation. And then move forward to this eviction. I've got a lot of paperwork that we need to look at, or I've already looked at it. You need to see it because I sent it, I emailed it, mailed it, and time-stamped it at the window there at Greater Dayton Premier Management. So I requested, a meeting over the proposal that Annie and my landlord sent out, and then once I showed them what was wrong with their thing, they just never called me back for the meeting, for the meeting, and came back out here and delivered a different 30-day notice. So, I've got that. It was sent by mail, email, and phone message, and at the window with a timestamp on it. So, we've got some pretty serious issues to go through here. Hopefully you've got some time to squeeze me in on this Monday. Like I said, I'm going to be.
This message, press pound or hang up. Your message has been.
These people are making me play hardball. I'm stressed out beyond belief. This is an unlawful eviction everybody's known about for 90 days. Here I am. I'm kept in a perpetual state of hunger and never-ending evictions, and every time I have to move all my stuff myself, and here I am going to pack up all my belongings again and ruin it and damage it and lose it and everything, and this is my current state. I can't even get into the daggone VA hospital or any other doctor to see them because I'm always chasing down paperwork and trying to cover my ass with these criminals out here, trying to bury me, so, I have no choice but do what I'm doing, and I apologize to all the people that aren't involved with this, because, I'm short-tempered and I'm wore out, When I dial the phone numbers to these hotlines and they're, well, you need to talk to this person, or no, that's this other department. And I call the next department and they're like, no, that was the department. Come on, man. It's written right in the paperwork. So, too bad there aren't any lawyers out there with an integrity that, you know, will do cases like this, you know, for veterans, disabled veterans, whatever, for just anybody really. And the bottom line is, this isn't just about me, because if this is happening to me, I'm not the only one that it's happening to. You know, and there's 10 other veterans that live here because of me. You know, they started renting to only veterans after I moved in. So it puts everybody here at risk, what they're doing out at the VA and down. And it put the Premier Management, Greater Dayton Premier Management, is a public housing authority for there's 530,000 people in this county. So take a guess at how many people that affect. And most people don't even know how to defend themselves. You know, their rights. I have a little bit of knowledge about it, you know, and I've been pretty good with the courts. You know, I know quite a bit of it thanks to all the criminals making that necessary, you know. I don't, believe me, I would much rather be doing something other than this, you know. My family, my children, think that I shouldn't be doing this stuff. I should just go along, you know. People know what I'm talking about when I say that, but yeah, they don't want me around my grandchildren because they feel that I'm a negative influence on them because I stand up for my rights, you know. Well, I'll die on this hill. I don't care. My integrity is beyond reproach. I don't lie to people. I don't steal from anyone, regardless of color. Even everybody in here that don't like me, and some of them they hate me, like the black chick across the way. And I've housed them. I'm sorry. I've fed them. You know, given them food that I get, you know, and can't eat, and give them clothing, and give them rides, and she has information that could have helped stop this eviction, you know, and she just won't even talk to me. She owes me money for giving her a ride that I'll never see, you know. And all these other people, I've talked to a guy down there that I witnessed, the landlord here, threatening me, you know, stealing my shed, backing up violently and grabbing bolt cutters out of the back of his truck, and you know, telling me if he was an active detective at that time for the Dayton Police Department. He's telling me if I call the police, he's going to have me arrested. You know, so and nobody did anything about that because he was retiring, and now he's retired, and the police department's telling me, well, you know, he's retired now. He don't even live in the state. Blah blah blah. Well, and I replied to that, well, he lived here when that happened, when that criminal activity happened, you know, so I understand. Protect the blue, right? Protect your brother. See, that's what's wrong with the police department. If you are a police officer and you see your fellow police officer commit a crime and you don't report him, you're a criminal too, you know. I mean, that's law right there. That's not, you know, me hating the police or anything like that. That's just logic and law, you know. So, anyways, that's my rant for today. Here it is. I got 4 days to pack all this stuff up and move it into storage. And I've already done this because of the veterans programs twice. I moved myself in and out twice. I've got the casework. I don't throw any of that stuff away. I throw away. I've saved the first eviction that's on this channel. The second eviction was out in Trotwood, and I notified everybody. You know, as you heard earlier in this conversation, I notified everybody, and I've said it before in another video. You know, and this eviction here, I've notified everybody. My caseworker at both places, you know, I've gone through two out there at the VA Advanced Center, because you know, I have to record these people, so I get their consent, and then I record them, and then they didn't like that, you know, so I mean, they don't leave me any choice. They're not doing their job, they're protecting themselves, not me. And that's not what your tax dollars are supposed to go for. And this is, like I said, it's not just me. It's thousands of other veterans and handicapped and people that were homeless, you know, fell on hard times and needed help. You know, if you've been evicted after after the Public Housing Authority has conducted a test, an inspection, and they failed the property you live in, and then the landlord doesn't fix that in time, and they abate their payment. If the Public Housing Authority stops making their portion of the payment, the landlord is not allowed to ask you for 1 penny at any time more than your Public Housing Authority approved amount. Whatever you pay every month, they're not allowed to ask for another dime, another penny. So when that landlord files for non-payment of rent after they stop making their payment, that's illegal. That's in your housing contract, and that's in federal regulation. It's 24 CFR 983353. You know, and they're supposed, these organizations, that's why I notified them, but, you know, send them certified letter and or notarized statement and stuff like that. That way, you know, when they don't, you know, I've saved it up twice now. You know, all three of these unlawful evictions, I've kept every piece of paper. You know, because you know, if there's any lawyers left on the planet, they're not, you know, a lot of people don't know how things work, but lawyers have a secret oath, you know. And I know that sounds crazy or whatever, but they have an oath to the state. That's why they changed the laws where you got to have a license to practice, you know. Let me know when you become perfect, you know, and then you get your license, you know. Man, you know, the whole system is corrupt. The laws are written for property, you know, and you're a piece of property. And there's only one jurisdiction that can even hear the living. And that's Article 3, Section 2, courtroom and judge. That's the only person that can actually talk to you, to the living, you know. So that's where we'll be going here eventually, you know. But see, they keep me in this position, you know. Right now, I could be filing, I could be writing up the lawsuit and filing everything and running around doing that. But no, my gas tank's on empty, my refrigerator's empty, my pocket's empty, and I've got to move out in 4 days. That's right. And there's probably at least 3,000 people in the state in the same position. I would say more than that, probably closer to 20,000. Yeah, so you need to reach out to your local politicians and your state and federal politicians and petition them. You know, ask them why this is going on, why this unlawful activity is going on with your tax dollars and your vote. If you've got a story like this, you need to put it in the comments. You need to like and share this. People need to like and share this with other veterans and other people who are on Section 8 and housing voucher programs, you know, with HUD and the Public Housing Authority, or the Dayton VA HUD-VASH program, or anything, anywhere in the state, anywhere in the nation, actually. This needs to go nationwide, and when it does, this will get some attention, then thing will change, and that's the only way it's going to change.